All right, so the attempts by the Democrats to circumvent democracy and take Donald Trump off the ballot are failing all over the place. Minnesota and Michigan, those cases are closed. Trump's on the ballot. Colorado is wrapping up. That was probably the worst one, I guess you could say, because of the judge or whatever, but that one's wrapping up. She's going to make her ruling within 48 hours, according to this story. Mark Wayne McMullen, I believe is his name, a senator. I know I talked about Kevin McCarthy elbowing the crap out of Burchett yesterday, but the same day, Bernie Sanders had to dang near break up a fight. They almost got into a fist fight in a Senate hearing. Senator McMullen and the Teamsters boss, I forget the guy's name, but McMullen called him out on some tweets he had saying he was a joke, the senator was a joke and all this other stuff. So he's like, well, right here is the time and place. We can do it right here, right now. And he's like, go ahead and stand up. The other guy was like, no, you stand up. So he stands up right quick, goes to take his ring off, and Bernie Sanders is like, no, sit down. You're a U.S. senator. Sit down. It was crazy. Yeah, they damn near got into a fist fight right there on the Senate chambers. So craziness going on. I know, right? Trump's fraud case, they're calling for a mistrial now because of all the shenanigans going on with that. So lawfare is peak right now. Lawfare is going on, and dude, it's just getting crazy out there, and I love to see it. I love it when the machine just whinges, and the machine is reeling from the people. The people are taking control back. I don't even know if we ever had it, to be honest with you, man. Don't know if we ever even had control, but we are gaining ground here, and I'm here for it. I love to see it. The people, this is a government for and by the people, like the great document says, and that's what it needs to be. It doesn't need to be ran by corporations and PACs and entities, whatever. It needs to be ran by the people. It doesn't need to be ran by all this other crap, and we need to get that right. We need to get the people behind this movement and get it out there to the politicians that you don't run the country. You do what we tell you to do. We, the people of this country. You do what we tell you to do. That's like I've said before, my mom, what's up, Mom, had a great idea. I don't know how we would implement it, but her suggestion is that congressmen can only vote on the majority of the way the people vote. In other words, everything that congressmen vote for would be put to a vote in that district, like a poll or something. Like I said, I don't know how that would be implemented, but if that were to happen, nobody could complain. My job right here essentially would be shut down, because what can you say at that point if the majority of your peers, the citizens around you, vote for something? What can you do if you don't like it? You can't do nothing. You got to live with it. But hey, that's what the majority said, so that's how it should be. Enough of my BS rant. Let's go ahead and get into this story today. Comes once again, I love covering Chip Roy, and he makes some of the most epic House floor speeches ever. If you haven't seen Chip Roy in action, I would suggest looking up Chip Roy House floor speech and go watch some of it. Dude, it is great viewing. It's entertaining as hell. And the reason I get behind this guy, it won't take you but a couple of speeches to realize why I like this guy so much. He is unwavering in his determination to change Washington. He seems to be the only one that will get up there and tell Democrats, Republicans, Independents, don't matter. Get up there and tell them, look, this is a broken machine and it needs to change. We have to change things. And he is totally correct in that assessment. But enough of my rant. Like I said, let's go ahead and get into it. I didn't even say, what's up? Sorry, how's your day going? I apologize. I forgot. I hope you're having a pretty good day. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, and leave a comment on whether you think Trump should be on the ballot or not. Leave a comment down below. And leave a comment on the story we're about to cover. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm sorry. I'm having a chaotic day. My mind's all over the place because there's so much crap going on. So, I'm sorry. Once again, let's get into it. Chip Roy gets heated over spending strategy. We're pissing it all away. That's right. Rep. Chip Roy got heated on the House floor Wednesday afternoon, tearing into his Republican colleagues and GOP leadership over their approach to funding and policy battles, and grilling them for not being willing to force a shutdown to try to coerce Democrats into giving them policy concessions. Now, I know I said the other day, look, we got Christmas, we got Thanksgiving coming up, we really don't need a shutdown. But look, if it takes a government shutdown to get this stuff changed, and I think I've said this before, hey, let's do it because we need this change. I know we don't want a government shutdown, which, by the way, if you haven't heard the news, we're not having a government shutdown because that bill passed in the House. It hasn't passed the Senate yet, so there's still a little bit of hope there, but I'm sure the Senate will pass it. But for next year, if it takes a government shutdown to get this stuff changed, then hopefully Johnson will come around with these appropriations bills and get this stuff done right. But if it takes a shutdown, hey, look, I'm sorry. We need drastic change. And if that is drastic enough, then take it. If we have to go further, keep the government shut down for months on end, then let's do it. That's what I say. But let's keep going. In a fiery, nearly 1 hour House floor speech, Roy argued Republicans were doing a disservice to those honored with monuments in Washington, D.C. and who died for us, for our freedoms. We're pissing it all away. We're giving it away. All that they fought for, all those freedoms, we're giving it all away. Why? Because we're too cowardly to stand up and do our job, Roy said, shouting on the House floor. Oh no! Oh no! A shutdown! Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, we can't have a shutdown heading into Thanksgiving. What will they say or do? How about we stand up and fight? If you can't tell, I'm trying to put my Chip Roy inflection on right now, but I'm probably not doing a very good job. But bear with me here. I'm trying. Roy's speech came after he and more than a dozen of the hardline conservative colleagues... No. Why do they call them hardline conservatives? Okay, this is just common sense. Logical steps. We need change. This is a broken system. You do not take something that is broken and make it continue to function as it's broken, right? When your washer or dryer breaks, something on it breaks, but it still kind of goes, it may not rinse, but it still spins. You don't continue to just throw your clothes in there. No, you either call a repairman or you go buy a new one. And, right now, I'm for going to buying a new one, if you know what I mean. After hardline conservative colleagues tanked a procedural vote on a funding bill in part over objections about it not including conservative policies they wanted. No. It's not conservative policies. It's just common sense, like I said. And partly in retaliation for the House GOP leadership pushing through a clean funding extension Wednesday with the help of Democrats. No, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's not retaliation either. It is common sense. It is a necessary step. Like I said, when you have something broken, you either A, call a repairman, or B, you go get a new washing machine. You don't continue to use the broken washing machine. These people are crazy. We went through an entire month of drama about a speaker, and we just did the same damn thing we've been doing, Roy said. The people I represent are sick and tired of it. Roy suggested in his speech that House Republican majority had not done anything meaningful. Is he wrong? One thing. I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing. One that we can go campaign and say we did, Roy said. Anybody sitting in the complex, if you want to come down to the floor and come explain to me one meaningful, significant thing the Republican majority has done besides, well, I guess it's not as bad as the Democrats. Yeah, it's definitely, that would be the one thing. It's not nearly as bad as the Democrats. He did say the House has adopted some spending cuts and passed a few bills he is happy with, such as H.R. 2, the Secure Border Act, and the Annual Defense Authorization Bill, which both of those were okay. I will give him that one. But all of that is a tree falling in the forest if we are unwilling to lock arms and fight, Roy said. You know what? If we could get most of the people to agree on logic, then we wouldn't have to fight. We wouldn't have to lock arms and fight. We could just do the damn thing. But some people, like I said, this is the bad thing about Congress, man. These people are semi-evil. The banality of evil, if you will, because they are willing to line their own pockets to the detriment of me and you, which is wrong. When we come back from Thanksgiving, I'm hearing lots of promises about what we will do. Let me just lay down a gauntlet here. We better damn well do it, Roy said. Yes, you damn fucking right. We better well do it. We better get these appropriations and all this shit cleaned up, prettied up, primed up, all nice and proper, with some cuts to where we're not running at a deficit. If we could just do that for a little while. Hey, you know what? How about let's go even further than that? Let's run the government with a surplus so we can start paying off some of this $34 trillion in debt that we're at. Yeah, it's up to almost $34 trillion. $34 trillion is an insane amount of money. And by God, we need to take that number way down. And hey, thanks Biden, thanks Trump, thanks Obama, thanks Bush. Yeah. Like 80% of that is thanks to those four presidents. Well, of course, and Congress of those administrations as well, but you get the point. We've got a spending problem here in America, and we need to fix it. If we need to cut the fat, then let's cut the fat. And hey, look, that's all I got for this one, you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. How should we handle this debt issue that we have going on? How should we handle our deficit spending that we can't seem to get away from? You know, should we continue, just printing money like inflation doesn't matter whatsoever? Or should we actually bite the bullet and do something about it and fix these damn issues? Let me know down in the comments section. But that's all I got for this one, you guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it, y'all. For anybody new around here, smash that subscribe button. And everybody else, don't forget to hit the like button. Do that, it's a big favor. Hit that like button. Leave a comment, like I said. And be positive. Peace.